Hi, I'm Wanhee, and for so many years I looked like this and was always tired. Even when I didn't do much, I'd be waking up tired the next day, feeling exhausted throughout the whole day. This video is going to show you how to escape chronic tiredness so you can have endless energy to do what you love. Let's get into it. So you know what I did before filming this video? I didn't eat any carbs. This is a hack if you want to stop being tired all the time. You need to stop taking in carbs and sugar just before you want to do something that is productive. Carbs and sugar immediately spike your blood sugar and it will make you feel tired. This is why after like a big lunch, most people feel sleepy and have to have coffee to keep going at work. Oftentimes the tiredness is not the result of a lack of food, but more an overindulgence of food, and your body's just exhausted trying to digest. Reduce your carb intake, especially in the earlier parts of your day, and push those carbs if possible to dinner where you're winding down anyway. Next, you think if you exert a lot of energy and do a lot of exercise, you're going to be tired. But it's the opposite. If you do lots of exercise where you build muscle, where your cardiovascular health is improving, then this actually makes you less tired in general throughout life. Even though in this moment you might feel like, I'm already so tired, so how can I do more exercise? I have literally no energy. But it's like a catch-22. You're tired because you haven't done any exercise. Once you start to do exercise and build muscle, you'll get less and less tired. And the clearest example of this is if you're somebody that has no muscle and I asked you to walk up like 5 flights of stairs and you have very weak muscles in your legs, you're going to be like it's going to be really tired because the force you have to generate is with the small amount of muscle that you have. But if you, let's say, do weight training, if you play rugby and you have better cardiovascular health but also more strength in your muscles in your legs, those 5 flights of stairs are going to be nowhere near as tiring. If you're someone that carries very little muscle and your cardiovascular, your heart health is low, then you're living life in a harder way. You're getting tired easier at simple tasks. So you got to reverse this. Eat less and actually move more. Next, imagine tomorrow you went to the lottery store and you won the lottery. You just won it, and you got, I don't know, $10 million in your bank. And then the day after I said to you, hey man, you gotta go to your work, right? You'll be like, dude, why would I go to work? I just got $10 million. So now what the lottery has proven to you is that you don't need to do any work to get the rewards of work, like money and buying whatever you want. You don't need to work that hard. You already got this huge dopamine spike, huge influx of cash. This is why people that win the lottery sometimes ruin their lives in a year or two, because once they've had that huge spike in happiness and they've got it through no effort, their internal scale of effort to reward is completely jacked up. It's completely messed up and they can never work hard to achieve something again. The more you get cheap sources of dopamine, cheap sources of happiness, the less motivated you will become, and therefore you will feel more and more tired throughout the day. So you need to avoid cheap ways of making you happy. What are those? Like, think of 3 right now. You can think of pornographic videos, processed foods, just sitting and doom scrolling, biscuits and cookies that you can easily get. All of these spike your dopamine and you didn't use any effort. The more you deplete dopamine, because there's a finite amount in you, the less you are motivated to do things. And this is a common problem in the modern world where we're just scrolling like crazy and dopamine's being secreted all the time, and so you never feel motivated, which is the same as feeling tired all the time. It seems like you're tired, you're just not up for anything. Next, now you may have been falling into the traps we've just been talking about, but maybe you're the other end of the spectrum and you actually overwork and overtrain. This is another reason why people seem to feel tired all the time, is because they're constantly in this loop of chasing and working and trying hard. Now, you guys know, if you watch this channel, that I talk about this a lot with respect to fitness. Most people, when they go in the gym, they have excess motivation because they're just getting started and they do too much. They do too many exercises, they do too many sets, too many reps. They go until they're sweating and afterwards they feel great because they feel like they exercised, and they come back the next day and the next week. But that can only last so long because you're borrowing energy from the future. And what winds up happening 9.9 times out of 10 is that after 3 weeks and maximum 2 months, they give up because they get burnt out. And then you feel chronically tired again. Maybe you're in this pit right now where you stopped gym for like 2 months and now it's so hard to get back to it because you've almost scared your body and your mind, and now you equate working out with something that is extremely tiring. So before you even start, your body's kind of rejecting it. I'm just giving the example of fitness, but this could apply to you and piano, you and going to your work, you and your relationship, whatever. So make sure you're actually giving yourself enough time to rest if you're someone that is constantly exerting and working all the time. The next is an obvious point, but I only really internalized this when I turned 30. Guys, it's actually true that when you turn that corner, the hangovers hit different. What used to take 12 hours now takes 36 hours to recover from. So if you're someone that is smoking and someone that is drinking all the time or at regular intervals, your body is in a perpetual state of recovery. And I know this now because 2 glasses of wine in like late evening, nighttime actually messes up my sleep, and I feel tired the day after, because throughout sleep, when I should be recovering, when I should be replenishing my dopamine, when I should be recovering all my muscles that I worked in the gym, my body is actually working to digest the alcohol. It's in recovery mode. And that's what you do when you put in constant smoking, drinking, and processed food. And again, all of these are detrimental to building muscle and building cardiovascular health. If you think about smoking, it constricts your arteries, so your heart health is worse. Do you see all of these are linked? And if you do a lot of them all together, the effects are compounding, and that's why you're feeling tired all the time. Next, when I was in my 20s, I didn't care about sleep. What sleep? The parties go until 2 a.m. I'm out till 2 a.m. The parties, sometimes in Europe, they go to 6, 7, 8 a.m. You probably went to some of these parties, these warehouse parties, these techno parties, crazy ass parties, and you just stay up because in your 20s, it don't matter. It's just the fun overpowers your health and you have excess energy. But now again, as an old man, you hit this period where you go, okay, I cannot do that anymore. And you start to see how important sleep is for everything, for feeling motivated, for building muscle, for being creative, for just generally being in a good mood, for losing fat, for better skin, for better sex, like everything. You start to understand that sleep kind of is the bedrock of all of it. While again, in your 20s, the bad sides didn't show up. In your 30s, it does. When your sleep is messed up, you actually see worse outcomes in all of these things that we talked about. What is the best way to fix your sleep cycle? Is to sleep earlier and wake up naturally. Most people think about setting alarms to wake up at 7, all of this. Forget all of that. Set a sleep alarm. Set an alarm to sleep at 10. And that will probably be the best thing you did in 2025 if you actually do this, and you will fix almost all other aspects. Next, you may be doing all of these things right. All the things that we talked about, you might be like, hang on a minute, I'm working out, my cardiovascular is okay, I'm not smoking and drinking, I'm even sleeping all right, I'm not even overworking, I'm doing all these things, but I'm still always tired and not up for stuff. If that's the case for you, I would say the main reason for your chronic tiredness is your internal self is telling you that right now you're not on the right path that you truly want. I had this when I was in various periods of my life where I didn't have this big purpose that I wanted to go after, and I was stuck in this path in life, like in my PhD, like in this situations in relationship, where at some points my inner self, something deep inside, knew that this isn't what I wanted to do. But you're waking up every day and you're doing this thing that's bringing you towards an area that you don't want. So because of this lack of purpose and drive, you actually feel, I gotta do this again, I gotta do this again. So you're not in it. There's no internal fire that's lighting inside you, because whatever you do is not leading to the result that you want. And if that's the case for you, then, I would say don't be afraid to take some drastic measures, to think about new ways of living your life, even on the weekends, trying different things and trying to find that purpose that actually wakes you up inside. And if you apply all of these tips that I just gave you, you will be much less tired, much more driven, and generally a much more healthier, happier person. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.